वेलकम टू द सपनाज होमस्कूलिंग चॅनल. डिअर फ्रेंड्स, आज आपण 8th स्टँडर्ड सायन्सचा 19 चॅप्टर लाईफ सायकल ऑफ स्टार्स याची एक्सरसाइज बघणार आहोत. तर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन काय? सर्च अँड यू विल फाइंड. आवर गॅलेक्सी इज कॉल्ड मिल्की वे और मंदाकिनी. ओके. For measuring large distance, the light year is used as a unit. The speed of light is 3 lakh km per second. There are about 100 billion stars in our galaxy. The end stage of the sun will be a white dwarf. Stars are born out of interstellar clouds. Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. Stars are gigantic spheres of hot gas. The masses of other stars are measured relative to the mass of the sun. Light takes about 8 minutes to reach us from the sun, while it takes about 1 second to reach us from the moon. The larger the mass of the star, the faster is its evolution. The number of fuels used in the life of a star depends on its mass. Who is telling lies? Light year is used to measure time. False. Light year is used to measure distance. End stage of stars depends on its initial mass. True. A star ends its life as a neutron star when the pressure of its electrons balances its gravity. False. A star ends its life as a neutron star when the pressure of its neutrons balances its gravity. Only light can emit from the black hole. False. Not even light can be emitted by a black hole. The sun will pass through the supergiant stage during its evolution. False. The sun will pass through the red giant stage during its evolution. The sun will end its life as a white dwarf. True. Answer the following question. How do stars form? There are huge clouds of gas and dust in the empty space between the stars in a galaxy. These clouds are called interstellar clouds. The size of an interstellar cloud is about a few light years. When an interstellar cloud starts contracting due to some disturbance, its density and temperature increases. This results in formation of a dense sphere of hot gas. And nuclear energy generation starts at the center of the star. Therefore, the gas sphere becomes self-luminous. Thus, a star is formed, that is, a star is born. A huge interstellar cloud can produce thousands of stars at a time. Why do stars evolve? Although stars appear stable for a quite long period of time, their properties do change. Though very slowly, a change in the properties of a star leading to its passing through different stages is called evolution of the star. Burning of the fuel at the center of the star and a gradual decrease in its amount is the main reason of evolution of star. What are the three end stages of stars? Stars having initial mass less than 8 times of the mass of the sun ultimately becomes a white dwarf. Stars having initial mass between 8 and 25 times of the mass of the sun ultimately becomes a neutron stars. Stars having initial mass larger than 25 times of the mass of the sun ultimately turns into the black holes. Why was the name black hole given? When a star having initial mass larger than 25 times of the mass of the sun reaches its end stage, its gravitational force and density increases exponentially. All nearby objects get attracted towards the stars and nothing can come out of it. Not even a light. All incident light is absorbed by the star. We can properly see a very minute black hole at its place. Hence, the name is given as a black hole. Question E. Which types of stars and their life as a neutron star? Stars having initial mass between 8 and 25 times the mass of the sun end up as a neutron stars. When these stars pass through the supergiant stage, their size increases to 1,000 times. Huge explosions that occurs in the last stage of these stars is very powerful and very high energy is given off. After the huge explosion called the supernova explosion, their central portion contracts in size about 10 kilometers. In this stage, such stars are completely made up of neutrons and hence are called neutron stars. Question 4. A. If you are the sun, write about your properties in your own words. Describe white dwarf. Okay. Question A. If you are the sun, write about your properties in your own words. There are billions of stars in the galaxy called the Milky Way and Mandakini. I am one of the small stars called the sun. I have my own family called the solar system. There are planets, satellites, asteroids, comets, and meteors in my family. My mass is 2 into 1030 kilogram, which is about 3.3 lakh times of the earth, with a radius of 6,95,700 km. My size is about 100 times of that of the earth. My surface temperature is about 5,800 kilocalorie, while it is 1.5 into 107 K at the center. 72% of my mass consists of hydrogen, while 26% consists of helium. Rest 2% is made up of elements heavier than helium. I am about 4.5 billion year old, and the scientists on the earth have concluded that not much change has taken place in my properties during this period. According to the scientists, in the end stage of my life, I will turn into the red giant star. Thereafter, I will first explode and then contract to become as small as the earth. I will appear small as well as white, and hence I will be called a white dwarf. This will be my last stage forever. Describe white dwarf. Depending on the initial mass, stars can reach one of the three end stages. White dwarfs is one of such a stage of the stars having initial mass less than 8 times of the mass of the sun. These stars undergo huge expansion and their radius increases by a factor of 100 to 200. These stars appear reddish because of their large size and lower temperature. Hence, these stars are also called the red giant stars. At the end of their evolution, these stars explode. Their outer gas envelope is thrown outward and the inner part contracts to the size of the earth. However, the density in the stars becomes very high in this stage. The pressure due to electrons becomes independent of temperature and sufficient to balance the gravitational force forever. In this stage, such stars look white, and due to their small size, they are called white dwarfs. Now, project question 1. Use your imagination and make models of the Milky Way and the solar system. Students can make these models and display the same in science exhibition. You can use sand, scrap material, stones, pebbles, marbles, pieces of glass, heads, beds, etc. Question 2. Write the effect if the sun disappears. Okay. You can write the effect with the help of the following points. No sunrise, no sunset, no beauty of morning and evening we see we hours. In the absence of the gravitational force due to the sun, the earth will drift away in the galaxy. Darkness, no source of energy, end of life on the earth. Moon will be invisible. The temperature of the earth will fall below the freezing point of the water. All oceans will also freeze. Even the atmosphere will freeze and fall on the earth. This will cause more cosmic rays to reach the earth. डिअर फ्रेंड्स, जर तुम्हाला आमचे व्हिडिओ आवडत असतील तर हा बाजूला दिलेला QR कोड स्कॅन करून तुम्ही आम्हाला तुमच्या इच्छेप्रमाणे डोनेशन करू शकता, जेणेकरून आम्हाला आमचं काम अथकपणे करण्यास प्रोत्साहन मिळेल. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. आणि तुम्ही व्हिडिओला लाईक करा, जेणेकरून आणि चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा, म्हणजे तुम्ही यूट्यूबवरती कोणत्याही अभ्यासाचा व्हिडिओ शोधता तर तुम्हाला आपल्या चॅनलचे व्हिडिओ पाहता येतील. धन्यवाद.